What sparked the decision to start Klay, and what do you feel like his presence opened up?
It just felt like he had a little more spacing on the floor to start the game, and it's not doesn't necessarily mean it's permanent. It just felt like tonight that was important.
And what stood out to you, obviously, from the second half, just able to just turn it up and outscore in those final two periods?
Much better level of competitiveness in the second half. I thought they outcompeted us in the first half, and they were making it difficult for us to get the ball across half court. They were playing really, really hard, and we didn't match that. In the second half, I thought we flipped that around. I thought Wiggs' defense on Terry Rozier second half was one of the keys to the game. I thought J.K. Really did a great job competing, coming up with some rebounds and loose balls. And great to have Loon back in the lineup. Loon represents a lot of what we're about, just the professionalism and staying ready. And we've missed having him out on the floor. And it's great to see Loon step in and play well and help us get a win.
How good was Draymond on Bam?
Draymond was great. I mean, Bam hit so many tough shots tonight. All you can really hope for is to keep him, away from the hoop. And he made, it felt like 7 or 8 turnaround fadeaway jumpers. But Draymond made him work for everything that he got. And, I thought that was really key. And, we didn't have to double, so we were able to guard the three-point line pretty well. And Draymond's always, a key to our defense, but especially so tonight.
Coach, you held the Heat to, I believe, 37 points in the second half. You mentioned the second half competitiveness being much better, but what do you think was the key other than was it just guys like guarding their yard better, or what led to that?
Like I said, I think Wiggins set the tone with his defense on Rozier, and better ball pressure, but also better job of staying in front and not allowing as much penetration as we did in the first half.
Steve, obviously the record's better on the road than it is at home. What do you think it's been worth to you guys over the years? What do you think it's been worth to you over the years that when you come into an opposing arena, there's often a lot of fans for you guys here? I mean,
right.
You're one of the few people you're one of the few teams that gets loud cheers
right.
in this building. What's that like? The collective of that been like for you guys over the years?
It's great. I mean, you walk into any arena in the league on the road, and there's automatically, just blue and yellow jerseys all over the place. Steph's got so many fans across the country, and a lot of people cheer for him no matter where we are. And so that part is nice. It's it didn't work last year, so it's working again this year. I don't know why.
You mentioned their pressure, their ball pressure, giving you guys some issues in the first half. They play a bunch of different variations of defense. It's all on tape. Did that full court pressure catch you guys by surprise, I guess? And how different is preparing for this team versus other teams?
Yeah, I mean, we expected it because that's what they do. They play a lot of zone. I don't know where their numbers are this year, but historically they're one of the most zone-heavy teams in the league, and especially when they're shorthanded. I know Spo well. He's challenging those guys to pick up full, to get into the ball, full court pressure. They got an 8-second violation on us in the first half, a couple steals, and I thought that kept them in the game, and I just felt like we matched it much better. In the second half, we were more aggressive attacking the press.
Another one of Miami's defense. Just what's the challenge of going into a game and preparing for Bam defensively? Like what's unique about him?
Well, he's unique in that he can push the ball in transition. He's the fulcrum of their offense. They give him the ball and they start running their off-ball actions, dribble handoffs. But he can also be the lob guy, set the high screen and dive. And as you saw tonight, he can make that mid-range shot with ease. So he's a great player. Thank you.
The goal in here is Klay and whatever it is.
So obviously the second half, you guys were able to just turn it up compared to the first. What stood out to you from that second half?
I think we just ramped up the intensity. They kind of beat us to the loose balls in the first half, kind of slowed down our pace, and I think when we got out and ran in the second half, we was able to get stops. We was a lot more physical, and I think that changed the game.
This is a bunch of pretty good games in a row for Klay. Just at this time of year, how important is that?
That's huge for us. He's a key part to our team, and he's been really good since probably before All-Star break. He's been putting good games together on both ends of the court. For us to be good and be a special team, we depend on him, and he's been doing a great job, and we need him down the stretch.
Matching up with Bam for a good portion of the game, just what kind of problems does he present on both ends?
No, we don't get to match up often, so it's fun playing against him. He's pretty athletic. He's a great ball handler, has great feel, and he was hitting a lot of his mid-range today. It's pretty tough to stop him. He's shooting high arcing shots and different things like that. And defensively, he's one of the best in the league. Guarding, protecting the rim, guarding on the perimeter. He's pretty elite, so he definitely gave us problems definitely in that first half. I think he took us out of our rhythm a lot in that first half, and he's a special player for a reason.
You mentioned the team's second half intensity being better. That included, holding the team to 37 points in the second half, including, I think, 40% from the field overall. What was the key to that? Was it them cooling down, or was it a better effort from you guys on that end?
I think it was just a better effort. Us respecting their shooters a little bit more, closing out harder. Just overall, just playing with more intensity. They play extremely hard, and sometimes it can be shocking. When they come out there playing that aggressive and that gritty. And once we matched that, we was able to play our style and play our winning basketball.
How I know Bam, you mentioned Bam hitting some mid-rangers, but how good was Draymond just in the one-on-one scenarios that mostly allowed you guys to not have to, help too much?
No, Draymond was awesome. That's what we expect from him. Going into any matchup, we never usually plan on doubling or even digging that much because we know he's probably one of the best ever. And in an ISO situation, Bam still hit tough shots. He made him work for it though. Draymond's been one of the best defenders in the league for a reason. So, him being able to guard him one-on-one made us be able to focus in on their shooters and take them out of their stuff a little bit.
Big picture on this team, just where do you think you guys are at? And, considering standings-wise, lack of season left, but I guess still a path to do something.
No, we got a lot of work to do, we feel like we still got a chance to do something special, but we got to go out there and prove it. None of these games are going to be easy down the stretch. We got to go out there and dig deep and play our style of basketball and play winning basketball. Can't just have one good game and then have a lull. We got to string together to win. So we're more than capable of doing. We don't show flashes throughout the year. We just need to be peaking at the right time, and this is the time.
That is cool. Thanks. Steph Nicolay here shortly.